ERS has cohorts and networks because we are seeing all around the country school leaders and district leaders have an increased need for professional learning supports, for growing their peer networks so they can learn from and with each other. And it's so much more cost effective to offer this type of support in a cohort setting with a prescribed schedule so that they can continue to engage in the learning over time, practice them and apply them in their own district context, and then deepen their implementation of the stuff that they've learned.
I'm hoping folks leave from this feeling energized and inspired because they're equipped. We're going to help provide them with tools and ideas and ways of thinking about things that hopefully are new to them and they can bring back. You can be inspired but not have anything to do with it, and so I'm hoping they end up feeling equipped. And then I think the last thing is I hope they just feel supported, that they're part of a community that's all striving to do things together.
It is a great time to step back and connect with colleagues that are facing similar challenges, infused with subject matter experts that help us think through the challenges, integrate tools or ways for us to maybe contemplate the challenges in through a different lens, and then take all those learnings, thoughts, engagements, discussions, and tools and resources that we've gathered through the conference back to the office and work with my team and with leadership to actually try to capitalize on some of those ideas.
I think ERS does a great job of helping me to reframe my thinking. I've been working in the school district now for 17 years, and I've approached finances in one way, which is, let's figure out what we need and figure out the best way to get it. ERS has reframed my thinking in a way to where I want to figure out what's the best return on my investment. Maybe not getting everything that's glittery, but figuring out what amongst those things are actually gold and we should continue to invest in and we get a return from. So that's how these conveniences have really helped me. The significant insight that I've gained is that there are ways to get things done even when you have less resources. Being creative and having imagination and having strategy, I think allows me to maximize those resources.
I would describe these convenings and networks as launching pads. I think so often people come in and they're here to learn something, but more than anything, I want them to leave ready to do something and feeling like they have the agency and the information that they need to take some bold, radical action. To hear people talk about the next big step that they're going to take is really invigorating, and it's really affirming, and I think it's one of the best parts, one of the best outcomes of our networks.
I think this convening is helping me in many different ways. One district, they had an initiative called Moonshot. And we have been discussing something that was very similar in our district, which is basically how we increase the number of students that are in front of an effective teacher. And so I think that was a really great idea. Now, we've implemented a piece of that, but being here showed me how it was possible on a larger scale. And so that really built my confidence, and it's something I did take back to my district and we are building.
I think so often we don't even know what we're doing is actually unusual or not. We're just in this context where we're trying to solve a local problem, and we don't realize that somebody 5 states away faced it, solved it, dealt with it, and is on to the next thing. And so for me, that's a chance to kind of break out of my echo chamber.
I think it's the thought partnership, the tools and what I've learned through this conference has helped me be more intentional and more successful at implementing those kind of approaches with the district.
When we have networks and convenings, I really hope that they walk away feeling like a major change agent in their district that's pushing district leaders towards making bold choices and shifting things in ways that maybe they hadn't done before.